The Millenium Bridge, an architectural masterpiece, presented by Gabriela Hernandez and Tabata Gonzalez. Historically, the River Thames performed two key functions. First, it presents a defendable north-south barrier in times of military conflict, and second, it provides a navigable east-west trade route through the city and beyond. So, where and when Londoners choose to cross the river had a crucial impact on the military and economic life of the city. At first, the people of London relied on one bridge, with ferrymen serving other crossing points. The first bridge, built by the Romans, was replaced many times in timber until it was eventually rebuilt in stone. In this period, the river was the main transport route. As time passed and the city and nation grew, the river became a great commercial highway for import and export of goods, and the construction of bridges grew more and more. London remained thin and busy, congested and influential world city. It's the home of a population of more than 8 million people. The Thames has more bridges than any river in a comparable city, and each one of those receives heavy use. To reduce the traffic of pedestrians in other bridges and to attract more tourists to the city arises, in 1996, the proposal of building a bridge that connects Bankside with the City of London. The design of the bridge was subject of a competition organized by the Soundware Council, and the winner of this contest was an innovative idea from Norman Foster. Norman Foster was born in Manchester in 1935. He got his title as architect at the Manchester University School of Architecture and City Planning, and he obtained his master's degree in architecture at Yale University. He is the founder and chairman of Foster & Partners. This is an amazing company with project offices in more than 20 countries and is responsible for many projects, from urban master plans, public infrastructure, stadiums, airports, civic and cultural buildings, office and workplace to private houses and product design. Current and recent work of this company includes the largest single building on the planet, Beijing Airport, Camp Nou Stadium in Barcelona, Millau Viaduct in France, the Swiss Bridge Tower, the Great Court at the British Museum in London, an entire university campus for Petronas in Malaysia, among other ambitious projects. Some prizes this famous architect has won are the American Institute of Architects Gold Medal for Architecture in 1994, the Royal Gold Medal for Architecture in 1983, the Gold Medal of the French Academy of Architecture in 1991, the Prescott Architecture Prize Laureate in 1999, and the Premium Imperial Award for Architecture in 2002. In 1996, his office was part of a competition organized by the Soundware Council to build the Millenium Bridge. This contest was won by his team, which was formed by the engineering company Aru, Foster & Partners, and the great sculptor Anthony Caro. So that's why we could say this bridge became a great example of creative collaboration between architecture, art, and engineering. It was constructed for many reasons. First of all, to link Bankside with the city, to reduce traffic of people on the other two bridges, and for more tourist attraction.
Now about its location. The Millenium Bridge is a steel suspension bridge crossing the River Thames located in London, England, specifically between Southwark Bridge and Blackfriars Railway Bridge. The southern end of the bridge is near to important buildings like the Globe Theatre and the Tate Modern Art Gallery on Bankside. and in the other side are located the City of London School below St. Paul's Cathedral. The south facade of St. Paul's Cathedral is always present while a user is crossing the river, and this is possible thanks to the great design of the bridge that allows a clear view of the city. This is a suspension bridge, and when we think on some examples of this type, like the famous Golden Gate Bridge located in San Francisco or the Brooklyn Bridge, we instantly remember the very high towers sustaining the cables, but reducing the visuals to the lateral sides of the structure. In this case, that does not happen, because it has an innovative structure that pushes the boundaries of technology and that is designed precisely to avoid that. The typical height and heavy towers representing the two river piers here are replaced by two Y-shaped structures made of reinforced concrete, and thus supporting 8 cables, 4 at each side, made of steel. These cables are as much as possible below the deck, at the mid-span point, to free the views to London from further up and down the river. Fabricated steel box sections, known as the transverse arms, span between the two cable groups every 8 meters. The groups of cables are anchored at each bank on a 3-meter reinforced concrete pile cap, anchored by a group of 2.1-meter diameter reinforced concrete piles. The lightweight deck is made up of extruded aluminum, and it is 4 meters wide and passes between these two sets of cables, which are supported by the transverse arms. It has 320 meters long, and the lengths of the 3 spans are 81 meters for the north span, 144 meters for the main span between the piers, and 108 meters for the south span. The lighting has been incorporated into the structure onto the edge tubes, and is activated by photocell at dusk, transforming the structure into a blade of light. This is a very shallow suspension bridge, and it has a unique thin profile, forming a slim arc across the water and spanning the major possible distance with a minimal means. Londoners nickname it as the Googly Bridge, because lots of pedestrians felt an unexpected swaying motion on the first 2 days after the bridge opening, and because of that it was closed for alterations. As all bridge structures, the Millenium Bridge is subject to a degree of movement. However, when large groups of people were crossing it at the same time, greater than expected sideways movements occurred. The solution was to fit dampers discreetly beneath the deck to mitigate the movement, and after this it reopened on February 2002. This bridge celebrates and encourages human movement and communication, free of traffic and accessible to everyone. It provides a key pedestrian link and a place to promenade while enjoying panoramic views of the city. It also reduces the pedestrian traffic of the other 2 bridges and connects the Thames comfortably on foot from St. Paul's Cathedral to the new Tate Gallery on the South Bank in only 5 minutes, and creating a perfect access.